Are we live? Are we back? I had to reconnect. Right? Yep. Okay. Good. Well, no, it was my side. My side crashed. But this is the song he debuted with. This cover was a kickback from Chainsaw Man. So now that I know we're back, we can go back to what we were doing. And I'm going to again slim this down. For a long time, this was a favorite FSP cover. It still might be. Um, what are you doing? Oh, never mind. That's fine. I was on the wrong brush, of course. Kind of helps if I'm not trying to push color around, but actually put color on. Hydration check. Thank you, Seraph. Da, 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 da. Let me do that real quick. Also, yes, hi, Seraph. How is your day going, Seraph? Hopefully it's going well. Only if it's a bit before Taki, day's good thus far. Good! I'm glad to hear that. I'm trying not to drive myself up the wall with shading, but it's not exactly going the best. Because I've already decided to redo some things. These are the new boys. I need these lightest. I have this needy ass dog. Yeah, lady is kind of needy, isn't she? I also have a needy dog with me, but he's still quiet. Again, Altus, this is your stream. I'm just here to, talk to you if you need me. And I'm glad you're here because, like I said, I have fun talking to you. We love all of the Lamentus boys, but for some reason, Liren really draws our attention in this song. I still find it very funny that the Scariel does not want to say the ash 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 because he does not want to be a Pokemon. There's Malim. Okay. No, it can actually stay this way. Now, lighter, just barely. And then the lightest shadow. Mm. This might have an impact on the stream. Oops. Hopefully everything's okay. My phone doesn't want to actually load anymore, so let me check real quick. Everything should be okay. My phone just doesn't want to do chat for some stupid reason. Let me maybe close out the stream manager. And then go back in. Now, can I add this mid-playing, or will it... Okay, it did add it. Cool. Stream did not end. No. Stream should not end. Yeah. I was trying to there we go. There's my chat on my phone. I was trying to get something into the queue for music, and it's now in the music. So we will hear it here in a bit. I'm hearing noises. I don't know what they are, but as I'm streaming, I should probably not care as much. That will be an after stream deal. Da, 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 da. There we go. That's more comfy. Okay, that might look a little bit better. Okay. It looks more like actually. Hi Novi! Welcome in, welcome in. How was your stream? Hopefully you were doing well. And I hope your day did go well too. You guys were up to Monhan probably? Or was it Final Fantasy 14 finally? IB Sugar. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, Monhan, nice. Hopefully you kicked all of their asses and they did not even caught you once. So welcome in, Raiders. Don't think you have shoutouts. I think you should be able to do shoutout. Um, but welcome in, Raiders. My name is Chakricha. I am a humanoid, which in my definition is mostly human with android inside helping out my human systems. It might be just shout out, actually. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the commands after stream. But I don't remember much about my past, and I don't really care about that right now. I'm just going to focus on what we're doing and just have a cozy time. So if you guys want to come hang with me, you're more than welcome to. Right now, we are doing some artwork. I am digitizing my fan art for FSP. They are amazing VTubers. It's also who you're listening to right now. This is Nix Voltaire from FSP's second generation Ravenous. And god damn it, baby, I almost called him Nixian, and that is what you call him. Anyways, To give you an idea of what I was starting with really quick, PT lineup, John text, Lucy lineup, Lemon lineup. Just get rid of all of the colors so far. Um, this is what I started with. This was my traditional artwork. I hand drew it on paper, and what we have so far is all of this. PT color ref. Color ref can stay off for a second. But this is what we're working with. Right now I'm working on shading and it's driving me up a wall because I tried to do it once, I found something that I like better, and now I'm redoing it. So, welcome in, Raiders. I hope you guys are having great days. Let me know how your day's going because I am always glad to hear. Um, those of you who do not know who FSP is, which they're not well known, this is Lucian Linares. He is the one in black and red and white. Always good to improve? Yes, it is always good to improve. This is my first foray into digital artwork as well, so please be gentle with me. This is Lucy and Linares. It is the one on this side. It is Lucy. This is Malem, and that would be this cute little genie. These are the actual VTubers that I am drawing, and these are my fan art for them. But again, welcome in. Be nice to me. Yes, please. I am a sensitive little perfectionist being that is driving himself up a wall. Also, I have DID. I have a dissociative identity disorder. It is a systematic thing where it helps us cope with trauma from the past, and you don't really need to know much about it. You just need to know that that's why I have different accents, different days, and some days it will be female, male, it will be non-binary. It does not matter to us. Just refer to them as Chakri or they, them, and you're fine. Personally, I go by he, him, and my name is Altus. I am actually a personality of one of the FSP boys, this one in particular, the True Blue Oni, and he is the reason why I've been digitizing my artwork. And we are going to go back to trying to shade this mess because uh, I don't know if anyone was in my Discord that saw my live notification, but I think maybe would appreciate it. So I'm going to redo this. Sorry about that, you back. Welcome back, Novi. Hopefully you're doing well. Had to grab your food. Good. Take care of yourself. But how did Monhan go? Hopefully you had a lot of wins and no cards. I am currently driving myself to the wall. I am hopefully not going to screw this up too much. Um, but yeah, let me know how your stream is going and how your stream went and how your day went. Pretty good. Few cards. Unfortunately, we made it through the base story, and I'm high ranked now. Yes, way to go. You just started too, so you're trucking right along. Also, if you would like to see how this is going so far, Novi, we are starting to shade now. Um, but this is what we have so far. We did the hair last stream, and we are now working on shading on some things. I did color correction, not color correction, but like line correction for some things. progress yourself. Yes, I am doing absolutely what I can to progress. But I just figured out a little bit more about the shading that I like this subtle shading rather than having all of this like covered in shadow. Uh, the light direction I have is not so helpful probably, but it's supposed to be coming straight at him from a window, so but it's also behind Lucy a little bit. Like he's sitting behind Lucy a little bit, so that's the light direction. But yeah, if it looks weird with the shading, hopefully it's not gonna bug too many people because again, this is my first foray into digital art. This was originally, if I could, I've done this twice now. I should be able to do this quickly. This can get deleted actually. I don't need it. Da, 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 da. Get rid of all of the colors. Just do the background. There we go. This is what I started with. This was my traditional artwork. I don't know if you've seen it. It is in my Discord. But yeah, that's what I started with. And from there, I went to doing all of this. There we go. So we are going to once again go into Blem color because this is Blem. Da, 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 da. What am I doing? You scared the ever living hell out of me from music player. Are you good now? You ask yourself that every day. uh, I don't understand why most of my tech wants to give me either a heart attack or scare me, like in some way. Usually it's because it wants to crash, and then I look at it like, did I just lose everything? But regardless, we are continuing along. And again, as I've said probably 15 times, I'm throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't usually work too well with some things, but I'm attempting to do what I can. See if it's better at 8. Maybe. Um, Actually, it would probably be all the way down almost. There isn't too much that I know technical wise, but I was told by Altus himself that this tool, the moving tool, actually does a lot more than Altus realized as far as getting the desired outcome. And I have learned that very quickly, that he was very much right. Honestly, I kind of hope he does another art advice stream so I can show him the progress I've made and thank him for everything he has taught me. Mm, I'm gonna do this and finish the line of it actually before I try to make judgments. Ah, that's what I'm hearing. The neighbors are vacuuming. I want it. But now I know. No more need for curiosity. Maybe not that big. Um, why does that actually look better? At least I figured it out. Anyways, let's continue. Mm, I don't think there would be any shadow on this side. I think it would all be on this side, the front. So let's go with that. Actually, what I should probably do, it will drive me up the wall, almost guaranteed. Ah, Lem's eyes. Do we have a close-up of those? We do. So what I'm gonna do is currently gonna do this. Copy selection to new layer. No, not that one. This I can delete because I forgot I need to go to the actual. Remove that layer. I need this layer, not the Millennium color. Copy selections in there layer. Millennium eyes. Ref. And then put that. Downloads that one. Move that. Actually, this is gonna go under Millennium color. Yeah. Because then it can be just like after this area. Okay, so this is going to be difficult actually. I need to actually switch the way I've drawn his eyes. Like this part is okay, but the pupils themselves need to change quite a bit. So it's going to line out. And what we're going to do is let's try drawing on this, see what we can do. Why are you not drawing? Is it in Millennium color? Okay, so where is his eyes? Is it BG? No. Kind of, sort of, okay. Let me go into okay. Now I see what I'm going to do. Hopefully this does make it look a bit more like them because uh, something that Altus actually said was that if you keep the eye shape very, very similar, you have that character reference a lot better. So what we're going to do is this one. Can I select there? Mm. Oops. What then? There we go. Oops. Need to move it, not. There we go. So what we're gonna do is actually color match with Malam's eyes. Gonna draw from that to here. Okay. Here is where we get complicated then. Why are you not erasing? Okay. Okay. Erase the orange for now. And what I'm also going to do, because it will trip me out and it will bug me that it does not look the same, get rid of the background. As strange as it looks. Okay, so during this, it comes down like this. I think I'm actually gonna start on the front of it, because the front would be the... No, it needs to be the back, okay. Okay. Don't mind me driving myself insane. I said shading would be my 13th reason, but I apparently did not count on Malam's eyes. Uh, da, 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 da. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay. Now this would be the color for the umbrelling around it, it looks like. Da, 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 da. And this little area at the bottom's gonna get covered anyway, so it's not gonna matter too much. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. He always goes crazy if something moves in front of my face. Okay. Now, let's color this real quick. It's not gonna really matter because this is gonna. So it's gonna be more on this end. This will be. Okay. I do appreciate that posture check though because I did not realize how much my back was hurting from going in like, okay, hold on, I need to fix Malam's eyes. Okay. Okay. Now. Thank you. I love her. She's my baby. Okay. Okay, guys. Da, 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 da. Okay. The grid form for the eyes. It's not the grid form, it's literally the transparency. I I have the background and it looks different than what I was supposed to be drawing. Um, I drew it with with traditional anime, like esque eyes. But Malim has very non-traditional anime eyes. He has the pointed iris. He has the two-toned, he has a pointed pupil, I believe it is, and a two-toned iris, and he has random flecks of yellow everywhere. So this is me trying and failing to do Malim's eyes justice. But as the one who gave me the advice said, if you get the eyes, cat eyes for sure, yes. Um, if you get the eyes to look similar to the actual artwork for them, it's a lot easier to tell who it is. So, um, thinner than that, I believe. Okay, now I'll delete some of this and go back to this color-ish. And it goes a little further up than we had it. And this color. Da, da, da. It fades a bit actually. My mistake. Now, use this color. This. What was that? Whatever that was, I jumped. Let's try to focus. And not on whatever's trying to scare me. Honestly, this song reminds me of Lord of the Rings, but it's just a beautiful song. Something that felt, not felt, but sounded like it moved in here on the door. And it didn't move that I saw, so it freaked me out for a second. But am I weird for this thing? You opened the snack? Ah, I do have one ear uncovered, so maybe that's why it scared me so much. Um, but am I wrong for thinking this sounds a little Lord of the Ring-esque? Da, 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 da. Nah, I'm not wrong. Good. That makes me happy that I'm not crazy. Okay, and then up here would be this color. So this yellow would continue. Ah, no, 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 it wouldn't. This orange would continue. Lord of the Ring, an anime. This might be the outro. Did it sound like this? Did it sound like what? That was it. That was it. But yeah, if this was Lord of the Rings as an anime series, then yes, I could see this being the outro. I believe it is an outro for something, but I don't remember what. It's called Forgotten Words. Now I need this little gold piece. Okay, now I can go in and I can start fixing this little bit. There we go. Now this color. Why am I afraid now that I'm going to have to do this for Lucy too? need this purple. So it starts about here and goes about here, it looks like. Oh, okay, hold on. I do need to change something else on this line art. Get rid of the color for a moment. Erase. Because his eyes don't do what this seems to do. Now let the color back. Okay, now I need a smaller line. Gonna delete some of this to match the line a bit. There we go. And clean this up a bit. No, I don't like it. Let me figure out what I want with this. Okay, so his eyes don't even do that. Okay. That's why it looks wrong. I don't know who Malum's Muddle Mama is, but God, they are amazing. Bless you, baby. Okay, what I'm going to do is you didn't miss it. I heard nothing. Absolutely nothing. So then this becomes a dusky color. So like a little bit here. Then there comes a dark color about here. No, 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 I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. I need this color maybe? Hold on. So this goes over the eye to the end. And then about halfway through the end, it becomes the duskier color. this is right after that little wing. Because this goes from there to the back. This goes to the front. This goes under this. And then that goes here. Okay. And we're gonna do this little bit. Okay, now go back to Galen. Maybe. I'm actually really proud about Kalen. He is learning this. It's a slow process, but he is learning it. Should this be in line out? No. Am I doing it anyway? Yep. And before I let him stay silent again, yes, he is still with me. I know, I know. It's your stream. Okay, so that moves everything a little bit. That moves this to here. And this to here. Because that means this color is up here. And this color, almost a coral color, is down here. Okay. Thanks a little bit. And this little dusky color down here would be right here. Okay. We'll go with the coral color down. I know this is from a very popular anime, but even though I've looked it up several times, I can't remember what the anime is. Okay, now this is actually the latter piece. Okay. Is this what happens when OCD goes crazy? Because I'm starting to feel like that's the whole reason I went on this little, what do I even call this? Impulsion? Compulsion, maybe? I don't know. Compulsion is the only thing I can think of to call this. Mm. You seem very calm though. Thank you for nice stream. I can game without tons of distractions. I'm one of the more chill personalities. I'm actually the one that she calls in when she's playing a rage game. So whenever they say, "Are you going to need Altus?" I'm the one she means. But let's be honest, you probably miss the O Princess quite a bit. I don't have anyone in Discord with me right now, otherwise I'm sure shenaniganery would be ensuing. I had enough of that earlier today in Novi's stream. I don't doubt it. By the way, this is the one I just added. This is Lucian and Calyx. Also, thank you for being here. Like I said, this was something I was afraid I would crash out on. This is not something I know how to do, so I'm worried that I'm not going to do it well. Terrified, actually, that I'm not going to do it well. goes straight over the eye. Okay, that's not that bad. It is actually that bad because I forgot about this part. Okay. Just commit to the surface. Adjustment is it all. At least I had you in my arms. It should go from back over, it looks like. Okay, so it's a little bit outside the lines of it, but it's bigger end here than anywhere else. Okay. Now, just because I'm curious as to how this is going to look if I do this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so that is what this is. Da, 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 da. Okay. Summoned by an O princess. Well, I'm not sure who that was. Also, there is Resco again. So this goes where on this eye? Back here, it looks like. This is the best song. But Twitch just wouldn't let me send messages for the last 10 minutes. Why? Did it break for you? I mean, we did dance to this at the wedding, so. And he asked why. Having an issue sometimes when telling people the message failed to send. Oh. Relax. Okay, now let's see. Unharshen the lines a bit. Okay. Is this one? What is it? Mm-hmm. Not quite what I wanted, but mm. Mm. I don't know. I'll have to figure this one out myself. Ah, maybe this is what I want. Right. freehand this though. And then I play with it. Okay, that's a bit more as I wanted. Okay. So, no. Beam that color. Okay. And then the last thing I want to do. Way too big. How far does this go? About mid-high. One here. Say that's here. One here. No. One about here. One here. Okay. Last thing is that it needs to go past that. Okay. Oh, that's way too much. Nah. Okay. I'll leave that as it is. I'll call it for now. It's 11. Definitely safe. You blame him because it's happening to you now? Oh. Ah, well, there you go. It finally let you out of the cage. As I saw your message on Discord. But yeah, make sure this saves. And there we go. So, alright, so my computer might do some weird things. So, but no, I understand now what you meant by it was happening to you. Twitch is being very mean, it appears. Hydration check, yes. And posture check. There we go. Okay. I think we did a decent amount today of work, even though it's not very much. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for his eyes, but that's about it. Because I don't know if I like what I did or not. You think so? It's one of those things that it's weird when you see it, but at the same time, it's like just because it's maybe not my style, at least my usual style. The eye does look really good. I'm glad you like it, giving up that piercing look. That's kind of what it's supposed to be. Obviously. He's kind of got the more angular eyes. So, but I am going to send you guys to Haka because he is with his mom for a Zatsu. So be nice, read the chat rules, and make sure to keep the topic on topic. So have fun, guys, with Haka and Haka Mama. You heard Haka earlier. Good night, guys.